Hmm. Right, it's a new year, 2023. I can't wait to see what this year holds for me. Now, I just better check my bank account and see what I can do for myself to start off the year. I have absolutely no income at all into my house. Starting to think I shouldn't have wasted money on getting this pork doll for the skit that's opening. Oh, that was a fool there. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my update video for 2023. And yeah, the skit at the opening is anything to say. Things are starting off a bit rough for me, but not unfixable. I do want to start off the video by thanking all my subscribers for sticking around with me for nearly 3 years. It's hard to believe in like next month February. Yeah, I would have been doing this for 3 years, since 2020, and pretty rough year to start my first YouTube career on. So if you're wondering what the opening was about, yeah, so when I moved to my new house, unfortunately I wasn't able to relocate the job at the business I worked at, despite having multiple shops in the new area I'm working in. So I kind of had to get let go because, well, I chose to leave because there was no point in me staying in an area and go home to nowhere. So I had to kind of leave that job, and for the last, I took 2 months off just because I was struggling to get holidays last year. But now I'm back to job hunting, trying to get a new job, and yeah, so content's going to be a bit varied because before I would always have a schedule for my workplace. I'd always be able to come up with ideas when to record, when to edit, and that sort of thing. With this new job though, that might not be the case. Like how to record Lads Discuss Death Battle, we might need to work on new dates depending on the new jobs I go for. And even just recording gameplay is going to be a bit awkward for me, so I hope you can all bear with me because content will resume this year. It's just going to be a bit awkward at the start of this year. In saying that though, there are some things I want to update people on, what's going to happen with the channel this year, and is there going to be any new type of content. As far as Lads Discuss Death Battle is, that's still going to continue. As long as Death Battle exists, Lads will continue on, so there's nothing really changing there. May and Sean are still going to be my co-host, and we're going to try and get more guests on. And yeah, that's honestly Lads Discuss Death Battle. Nothing's really changed with that. The only thing that I should update on is that we are nearing our 100th episode this season. Yeah, I can't believe I've been doing Lads Discuss Death Battle so long. We're nearing our 100th episode. It's completely mad. I want to thank both Richard and Jaru for being some of the original co-hosts, eventually leaving to do their own content. And I also want to thank your only mate and Sean for staying on for as long as they have. I won't lie, I really thought they would have gotten tired of me by the end of last year. I also want to thank all the people I've done collabs with: Wolf, Brobuska, Z-Dog, Purple Demon, Gin, and just all the rest. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention you in the thanks. So what else is to come from my channel this year? Well, one thing is going to be different. In 2020, I used to do those DC reviews with Richard and Duo. I'm not sure what's going on with Duo though. I think he's still having some life things, so he can't really have time to record with me, so it's unfortunate. As for Richard, he's doing his own thing with Robustcast, and he's also doing his own review videos, so I don't think he'll have time to do a lot of collabs with me. In saying that though, we have talked, and there are some movies we want to talk about, similar to when we did the Judge Dredd review. Me and your only mate are also going to be doing a review on the Justice League and RWBY crossover. I'm looking forward to seeing how that film comes out. I'm even going to be reacting to the trailer when that inevitably drops. And speaking of RWBY, I have actually thought about doing more RWBY content for my channel. I'm not sure if you guys know that I do actually enjoy watching that show, and recently I had a bit of a binging all of the RWBY seasons from season 1 all the way to season 8. I even want to do reviews of like the newer season when they come out, giving like little on the moment reviews and stuff like that to give my thoughts on them. But the retrospective reviews I plan to do for RWBY is going back to watching the seasons of RWBY and seeing if some of them hold up and seeing if some of them might be as good as I remember or maybe not. it was actually a blast to go back and watch RWBY. It was a bit nostalgic, so I haven't watched it since I was in like secondary school. I can't believe RWBY's been around for that long. I also want to do more DC content. DC's one of those things that's mattered a lot to me, and yeah, I feel like I want to do more content on that. I have some lined up as ideas, but we'll see how things turn out. As for the Billyween I do every year, I still plan to do a Billyween. I have something in mind for that, so I'll keep it hidden until October, but I'm looking forward to doing that video. It's quite an interesting one. Though that also goes into my gaming videos. So as far as you've probably seen on my channel, I'm currently playing God of War Ragnarok. Due to the move and everything like that and sorting out the house, we still have a lot to get through. The house is still relatively in a rough state. I want to try and finish God of War Ragnarok as soon as I can, because I do want to start a new Let's Play on the Dead Space remake, which is, I didn't even know was coming out this month. I really thought it was going to be like in a March or maybe even later on this year, but turns out it's coming out January. I was actually surprised that the game's releasing so soon. I actually wanted to play the original trilogy before playing this one, so I guess I'll be doing opposite. I'll play the remake, then play the second one, and then I'm going to play the third one. And who knows, maybe I might go back to play the first one, see if there's like a big major difference next year. But that's not the only thing I'll do. So when it came to gameplay videos on my channel, I tried to either spice it up by adding one-off games that I find online. I play it for the little fun of it, and I did a major Let's Play on like the major games that were part of my channel, Resident Evil, and even the newer games. But I want to try and change it up a bit. I actually want to go back and play some PS2 games that I used to play as a kid, as well as maybe even playing some more PS1 horror games. I plan to play Parasite Eve 2 because I really enjoyed the first one, despite I couldn't get past the final boss. I kind of rage quit that game. I'm even kind of debating whether I want to play Dino Crisis 2. I've heard it's very different from the first one, but I've also heard it's not too great. And given how much I didn't like the first one, I'm a bit worried about going into the second one. Aside that though, content is not changing too much. There's a few new things I want to try and see if people are into them, and even if I'm interested in doing more of them. And of course I'm also looking forward to playing some old nostalgia games for like the PS2 era. So everything said and done, that's all I got to say for this update video. Thank you for sticking around with me for so many years, and nearing 400 subscribers. I didn't even expect to actually get this many over the years. And with everything said and done, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed what you saw here, and stick around for more content like this in the future. And with that said, have a pleasant day everybody.